don't know if this is going to work. Holy shit. Titles. Hi, everyone. It's going to come up introducing, isn't it? Yep, it is. Darn it. There we go. All right. That's good. Where's the chat? My throat is killing. Can't see all your messages. Switch to our new compact mode. What's that? No, that's annoying. La na 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 na. Hey Jude. Hi everybody. Oh snap. What's up, Bill Hunsicker? Hello Jella. It's just me tonight. Hello Jackie. And thank you, Acel. That's very sweet. Hello Jamie and Ziel. What is up? How we doing tonight? My Lord and Savior. Nice to see you again, Net. I have some stuff. Hello, Aswang. Hello, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you, Heidi. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate you. Appreciate ya. Hold on. Let me maneuver this. Can you guys hear me well? Hello, Aileen. What is up? All right. Hold on. Is this good? I hope so. How's everybody doing? I figured I've done all my schoolwork. I have nothing to do tonight. So here I am. Loud and clear. Cool. Very cool. Na 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 na. I'm gonna try and okay. Cool. Nice, loud and clear. Cool. All right. Where am I now? Now I don't know where I am. Great. Hello, Goldies. What's up? Long time no talk. That hairstyle. Thank you, Acel. I'm growing it out. I'm growing it out as long as I can on top. We are missing you a lot much. I miss you guys. I think I'm making a comeback. No, I have not seen it yet. And that's one of the reasons why I decided I'm going to go live tonight is because I want to know, like, I'm out of the loop. But I'm trying to get back into the loop. And I wanted to know what I should react to. What's up, Jake? I'm doing good. How are you? You know, just living life. Just being a boss ass biatch. Not really. Not too good. Why aren't you too good? Thank you, Heidi. Thank you very much. I've been doing spin class and some yoga, you know, trying to get my summer bod. Drinking water. I'm on a cleanse right now. Not really. Why aren't you doing too good, Jake? I don't like to hear that. Yeah, yoga, namaste. Inside and eat cookies. ASL, TNT Boys and the World. Yes, I know. World's Best is like, I need to watch that. Bereat Challenge, I need to watch that. Everybody keeps asking for that one. Those are the two. Who dat? Nobody. It's 12 degrees colder than Tuesday. That's great. Good news. Wow, doing some yoga. Yeah, I have been in the meditation mood. Jake, your videos help me. I'm in the hospital fighting. Oh, man. Oh, that's an honor to know that my videos that I've stopped doing help somebody. I appreciate that. Are you getting out of the hospital anytime soon? I hope so. Yeah, I'm going to have to make time for that. The Bereat Challenge with Katrina Velarde and World's Best. Jake, what, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of cancer is it? It's high quality H2O. You've been in the hospital for 4 years. Hello, Francisco. I'm liking the rainbow. Very nice. How are you? I figured why not be somewhat productive tonight. Yeah, keep fighting the good fight, Jake. Seriously, and don't give up. Don't give up the fight, or at least try not to. I gotta carry this pen around more. Cancers. Hello, Baguis. Is that how you say it? I hope so. Boy, oh boy, I hope so. Oh my Lord. I have some indigestion that I've been fighting for a very long time. Leukemia. Oh my God. You trying not to? I wish there was something that I could say. And I guess that's the reason why I'm not. Because I don't know what to say to, like, what do you say to somebody who is fighting leukemia or fighting cancer? Other than try and stay as positive as possible. Try and, I don't know. I don't even know. Try and smile. Try and be around positivity. That's it. ASL, you definitely will be seeing more from me. I'm getting back into the spirit of things. It may be a slow comeback, but I'm trying to make a comeback. I hope we can keep in touch your video. Oh, thank you, Jake. Thank you. You're inspiring me. Seriously. I do nothing. All I do is sit in front of some lights and a camera and react to some stuff. You know? Using my sons. I miss watching. Ah, thank you. Love you very much. I'm back, kind of. Yeah, James. What's up? Hope to see you more often. I read that. Good morning, the Sandbox Akasans. I don't know why I always read your entire name. Have you heard about TNT Boys? Yes. Well, I heard that Ariana Grande surprised them, and then I watched the video because it came up on my trending, and I had to watch it. I couldn't wait for a reaction. Thank you, Acel. Thank you very much. That's all I want to do is spread good vibes. Spread good vibes all around. I just got in, and I don't know what's going on here. I'll figure it out. Honestly, James, welcome to my life. My life's motto is the exact sentence that you just wrote. My life's motto is I just got in and I have no idea what's going on, but I'll figure it out. That's life. Shalimar, tell him to live his life to the fullest. No, it's not. It's never the end. Hello, Dingo. What's up? Yeah, we should start a whole, positive vibes, prayer, whatever your belief is, chain. But you put smiles on my face. Thank you, Jake. You like this hoodie? That's it. Just be a savage. Make cancer your bitch. That's what you're going to do. You're going to make it your bitch. Hello there. You look great today. Thank you, Grex. Thank you. Hello, Melanie. I haven't been making reaction videos because I've kind of just taken a hiatus from everything for a little bit. But I am going to start getting back into reactions and I'm going to try and schedule some time around school and life and everything else. But I'm definitely going to attempt it. I kind of gave up. I was like, you know what? I have too much to do, yada, yada. But you know what? I think doing this is who I am, sitting here, hanging out with everybody, showing everybody like my vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. Hello, Diane. Yes, I hope you could send me one with your. Oh my God, I would love to. That would be amazing. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. You're very sweet. If that's okay. Are you kidding? Of course that's okay. I would be honored. Hello, Diane. You know what? Hello, Diane. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing. I don't know why that song just popped into my head. I think Akasan's wrote Keep Strong, and I just started singing. Watching from Saudi Arabia. Cheers to you. Pinky Sue. Knowing you can always count on me. For sure. That's what friends are for. For good times and bad times. I'll be on you. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Totally done. Wow, I literally just drank this water in like less than 10 minutes, which is, if you know me, you know I don't drink water like that. Normally it takes me like an entire day to finish one of these. But if you get a cool a cool thing like this, then it won't take 10 days because you'll be motivated to drink water. Fun fact. One of my favorite Fen songs. Yeah, that is a good one. That's a really good one. Mary Lewis, what's up? Shalimar, I'm glad that I can entertain. Yeah, that's a good one. It brings me back to when I was like 3 years old. When I was a fetus. Knowing you can always count on me. My nose ring. I'm not picking my nose, I swear. But if I was, honestly, I wouldn't. You could totally judge me if you really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't judge you for judging me for picking my nose. If I was picking a booger out of my nose, I wouldn't judge you for thinking that I'm gross. And then if I had just so happened to take my finger and put it in my mouth and eat my boogers, then I would not blame you for unsubscribing. This has been a public service announcement brought to you in part by H2O. Does YouTube pay me? Yes, actually, I do get paid. The more I post, the more views I get, the more money I get. So as of late, YouTube hasn't been paying me much, but it has been paying me. Hello, Miss Scorpio. Love your tattoos. Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much. I gotta finish them. It brings me back to when I was older than you. It's all right. It's all right. Age ain't nothing but a number, you know? That's what they say. Actually, that's what Aaliyah said in one of her songs. Age ain't nothing but an... Okay, I'm really done. What I need to do after this live stream is go to CVS and get some throat lozenges or halls or whatever the hell you would like to call them. Or I could stop being a glutton for punishment and just give up the habit of vaping. Can I ask you why you started doing videos? To be quite honest, I always okay, when I was younger, when I was like 13, 12, I always wanted to videotape. I have actual like tapes of my first camcorder that I ever got when I asked for it for like Christmas or my birthday. Christmas, I remember, because it was wintertime when I recorded a lot of stuff. And I wanted a camcorder to just record stupid things that me and my friends were doing. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to like convert them to digital and maybe upload them or, you know, edit them or something. But I've always loved making videos from the time I was like 13. So I loved that. And then music and singing, I always uploaded to YouTube. Like, I've been uploading to YouTube since before YouTubers became YouTubers, right? I just was never consistent with it. And I would just upload stupid random videos of like me rapping or singing or whatever. I've since deleted most of those videos because they're pretty embarrassing. But in January, like 2017, I decided, you know what? This is something I want to do and like try and pursue for real. So I'm going to commit to one video a week. Whatever that video is, I'm going to commit to YouTube, one video a week. So I did. And I was like, you know what? What can I do that may interest people? So I did a reaction video to Mariah Carey bombing the New Year's Eve show. I thought it would be funny to make fun of Mariah Carey. So I did the reaction video, and it just so happened that somebody from the Philippines found the video, commented, and was like, oh, this is a dope reaction. React to KZ Tandingen. And I was like, who the hell is that? Looked her up, did the reaction video because I was like, oh my God, I have a YouTube follower, you know? So I was like, I'm going to do whatever the hell this person wants me to do because, hey, it's my first YouTube subscriber, you know? Like my legit non-personally known YouTube subscriber. So I did, and then that video, it was KZ's Royals on the Wish bus. That video, I want to say, led to more requests from Filipinos asking me to react to Marcelito Pamoy and different artists out in the Philippines. And then literally in a week, I had 1,000 subscribers. then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to continue doing this. This is dope. Kept doing it. It kind of just fit with everything that I love to do, you know, like I wanted to start YouTube. I wanted to build a following. I wanted to expose myself. I love music, and everybody kept telling me to react to all these musicians from the Philippines. I was like, this is friggin' perfect. You know, this is like a win-win for everybody. So I kept doing it, and here the hell I am. But I love more than just the reaction videos. I kind of feel like I rode the wave so hard that I stuffed myself into a box, but actually I'm starting to reconsider if that box is so bad, you know? Brings me back to can I ask you why I started? You do have an amazing... Thank you, Shalimar. Thank you very much. People won't believe you are talking to me in the hospital. I haven't... Jake, that's very sweet. Well, tell them yes, and tell them we are friends. Hello, Emmanuel. Promethazine works for me. What's promethazine? Hello, Crane. Can I ask something? You will do in live in the world's best. Yes, I will absolutely watch that. Wittio, short for witty. I love it. I came in for the reactions, stayed for the... thanks, Bill. Thank you. I got to start getting back on that too. I love the podcast, you know? And there's so much that I've been wanting to do that I'm interested in. As far as like videos and stuff like that I just kind of like gave up on. Like all these ideas I had in my head as of late, you know, like the last couple of months, I was like, what's the use? Screw it. I'm just going to go back to my old regular life, get a 9-to-5 job, which by the way, I'm still trying to get, but like forget about YouTube. But I'm starting to reconsider. I don't know. I changed my mind like I changed my underwear when it comes to this stuff. Jack Black has a YouTube channel and he's only had it for like 2 months and he already has 3 points. That's crazy. That is crazy. What does he do? I would love to check that out. What's up, Jeff Clark? I also love music. Hopefully we could oh my God, yes. Shalimar, for sure. What's your favorite video that you've watched? Thank you, IA. Thank you very much. My favorite video, Jake. Oh, man. My favorite video that I've watched. There's so many, and I can recall like a couple that I remember saying like, this is my favorite video. This video got me hyped. One of them that comes to mind is Morissette's song Asia Song Festival 2018, I want to say. That was definitely epic. There's another KZ video, live performance, that I was like, this tops anything I've ever watched. Marcelito Pomoy. How'd the interview go today? Interview. I didn't have one. I had one 2 Fridays ago. What's up, Little Sanctuary? I'm doing all right. How are you? Have you heard of Tenacious D? Yes. Yes, I have, Bill. Hi, Chris. Oh, yesterday, Jeff. Yeah. They called me, and I didn't get the job. It's all right, though, to be honest, because it wasn't my first choice anyway. So, I think that's probably why I didn't get the job, because I kind of just didn't give it no offense if they're watching, but I really wasn't like there, you know? That's the problem with people. Like, I thought the interview went well, though, but I guess not. I guess somebody else beat me to it. That's the problem with people like us who like various stuff. We tend to change our minds, then go back. Yeah. It's like I want to do so much that I can't. I have to really sit down and try and focus. But I feel like I haven't had the time to really sit down and focus and like itemize. Okay, like come up with a plan. about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. Execute. You had something Monday, a test. No, Jeff, they were going to let me know if I got the job, and they called me, and I missed the call because I was in class. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be honest. It wasn't meant to be. There's another job that I applied for that the pay is like double this, and it fits more into what I know how to do, and the hours are perfect. I think that may be one of the reasons why they didn't hire me, is because they would have had to manipulate my schedule in order to fit my school. And they probably didn't like that too much. To be honest, if I'm being completely honest, and I'm not, anybody who knows me knows I'm not a cocky person, but to be honest, I was overqualified for the job. And the pay wasn't what I'm used to making. Or what I was used to making when I was working at my other job. Did you watch TNT's? No, not yet, Chris. It's coming, though. It's coming. I watched them on the Late Late Show, though. Time comes at a premium nowadays. Yeah, yep. Our greatest asset is time. That is for sure. You can't take anything else with you when you go, you know? Anything. So, can't take your money, can't take anything else. He said it's a gaming channel, but hasn't played any games. He only has 10 videos so far. It's called Jablinski Games. No, don't be sorry at all. What was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. I just spit. I don't remember. A gaming channel. That's got to be fun. He's pretty funny though, Jack Black. I could definitely think of, what was he in? Shallow Hal. I think that's like the biggest movie that he was in. I don't remember anything else. He was really good in Jumanji. Hilarious. I don't know if anybody... No, I didn't do that. Actually, I got that off of Amazon. Don't thank me, little sanctuary. Do your errands. I totally get it. We all have lives. I totally understand. Thank you for dropping in, though. That means a lot to me. No, Jake, I cheated and I got that from Amazon for like $15. I should tell everybody, like, yeah, you know, that's my artwork, but that would be a lie, and liars and cheaters always get caught, so take that with you, kids. I'm just happy watching him. I don't care if he doesn't play. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. People don't keep coming back for what the content is. They come back for who is creating the content at the end of the day. Well, you know what I mean. Jack's usually hilarious. Yeah, he really is. The friggin' his character in Jumanji, the new Jumanji, was epic. The fact that he played a female in a male's body, oh my God, that was so good. I loved every minute of it. Maybe go live with you on here. Wait, what? Oh, I hope I can meet you one day. Absolutely, Jake. Are you in the Philippines? I've been thinking of my trip to the Philippines. I think there's a part of me, if I'm going to be completely honest, that's afraid to go to the Philippines. Afraid to try something new. You know, sometimes life is like so structured, you know, and you're like down this path, this like one road, and it's scary to deviate from that. I wish I could do YouTubing, however, I don't feel good enough. What do you mean? But can you give interpretation on one of my poems? Oh, absolutely. Can I read it? Can I read it to the class? Can I read it to everybody? Would that be cool? I'll share one of mine if you share one of yours. Actually, if you want, I'll share mine and then you can share yours. It's cool to go back to like my notes from 2012 when I thought I was a gangsta. Corniest lines ever. Okay. Maybe go live with you on here. Oh, wait. Oh, you're from Texas. That's dope. Bill, you're from New Jersey? Yeah, I would definitely say that I'd be more likely to run into you, Bill. But Jake is in the States. So if I'm ever in Texas, in movies there's always continuation part 2.3 or 4 that are coming out. Yeah, that does get a little confusing. And then sometimes they like backtrack in one only to go forward in the next. It's like, can we stick to a linear timeline here? Like, I'm not a time traveler, and I don't know any person that is, you know what I'm saying? So like, could we just kind of stay on a linear time? I'll check my notes later because I'm at work. It's all right, Shalimar. Don't be sorry at all. I vlog because I want to share content, but as you said, people watch because of the person. Yeah, that's it. I love vlogging. I have the Franco's Achilles heel though, where we tend to procrastinate. So my problem with vlogging is not actually bringing the camera or like videoing anything. It's the aftermath of sitting down to edit. By the time I bring myself to edit a vlog, it's like completely irrelevant at that point. Because vlogs, to me, it's like vlogs are supposed to be relevant to that time. It's like people want to see you in real time, what you're doing. So they want to know, like, holy shit, Tori did that yesterday. You know, like that's why daily vlogs are so popular, because it's like, oh, I know where Casey Neistat was at 9 a.m. February 25th because he just posted this vlog on the 26th showing me. You know what I mean? But yeah, vlogging is dope. Can you get my number? I have what was I gonna say? I have, what do I have? I have a GroupMe. Would GroupMe work? I'll download Kick. I'll give you my Kick name. We can chat. I'm from all over. My dad was in the army. I ended up in New Jersey. When you say all over, Bill, where? Do you have a blog? No, Jake. I don't mind you asking at all. Not at all. I definitely would love to keep in touch with you. Jeff Clark. But the only thing is, and this is nothing against you, I just don't feel comfortable giving my number out because I don't want that shit to be leaked. I've had this number for ever. Hi, Diva. What's up, Playtico? How you doing? I threw up a pic because I felt cheat-like for being just a big circular J. Got a couple dog vids. Oh my god, there's nothing better than a dog video. What's up, Asia? I'm doing good. How are you? Don't put her on. Nah, it's all right. It's totally okay. Oh, Jake, you got a Kick? All right, I'm downloading it. I don't have Kick. But for you, I will download it. I don't even know if this is still a relevant platform. It's just the only thing I remember. True. Easier to record, harder to edit. Yeah. See, for me, it's like editing isn't hard. It's just tedious. And it takes up time. And again, time is my greatest asset in life, as is everybody else. And when I'm in school and trying to just live my best life, I don't know. Editing is just, it's like finding time to edit. I could absolutely find time to edit, but when I have downtime from school, I would just much rather watch a Netflix show. You know what I'm saying? Like, good night, Ma. I love you. Not light a few candles, relax myself, put on my diffuser and watch a show and lay in my damn bed. You know what I'm saying? I could easily edit while doing all of that, but then that would negate the show that I would like to watch and use it as my escape from life. So, oh, Jake, that's your Facebook name. Shit, I deactivated Facebook. Jake, download. You have your phone on you right now? Because I'm going to download Kick and then we can be friends. Email. Password. Birthday. No, you bastard. 29. Phone. Please enter a first name. I did, oh, no, I didn't. Psych. Next. Thank you. You need to accept Kick's term. Where is that? Oh, got it. That'll work. Where am I? Okay, I have Kick. Anybody wants to kick me, you're more than welcome. Easier to record, harder. I read that. Born in Germany, then Virginia, then back to Germany, then PA, then New Jersey. Holy shit. How is Germany, by the way, like with their system? I heard their like socialist system is amazing. But that's from the perspective of an American progressive. How is the socialist Germany from your perspective? It's easy to edit when you're just a technical. Yeah, that is true. Shout out to my boyfriend, Colton Wiley. Love you, always handsome. Thank you. Aw, Chris. That's so sweet. Shout out to Colton. Thanks for being such a good boyfriend to my friend Chris over here. Kick. Is it new? It's K-I-K. No, that's all right, Shalimar. If you download Kick, create an account. My username is ToriFranco89. Anybody who wants to download it, hit me up. Add me. We can be friends. I don't know if people use it anymore, but I know you can like instant message people on there. We're going to bring it back. Kick, you can sponsor me if you want. I'm a broke ass bitch. So if you want to sponsor me, give me a sponsorship. I'm promoting your shit right now. I just got you a bunch of downloads, so get on it. Technical person, yes, yeah, I figured that's what you meant. If you need to be creative, you need time. I'm more of a creative person, so the tedious tasks, I can do them, but my mind is a very powerful tool. So if I put my mind to not doing something, I will do the best at not doing. I will be the best at not doing it. But on the contrary, if I put my mind to doing something, to learning something, to achieving something, I'm going to do it. Like, that's just how I am. But it's like one or the other. There's no happy medium up here in this fuckhole of a universe. The last live show you did got me thinking a few days and document to fall asleep. I thought up a theory for dark energy. Now I have no... Oh my God, Jeff! Give me it. What's your theory? What's your theory for dark energy? What's up, D? Tell Tori about taking the waters. What's that? It's so much different now. It was West Germany then, not so much different. And most Germans speak English. How's the the economic system though? Because I heard that like everybody who lives in Germany makes 90 grand a year. I don't know if that's a fallacy or not. Didn't Google it, didn't look it up. I heard it from a biology teacher, so I don't know how extensive his research is on the subject, but he told me that basically everybody in Germany present day makes like 90 grand a year, free healthcare, free college, all of that. Is that true? Hello, Joy. Good morning. Cheers to you in Manila. You found it, Shalimar? K-I-K. Your kick name is Jake N6125. All right. I'm about to add you. 6125. Is it R.I.P. Caleb Villarreal? That can't be. Jake. Wait, where are you? It says 1,749 days on Kick. Oh shit, this will override the blog so long. Whenever I hear, I'm dense. Hi, my name is Tori, and I have a dense brain. And can't figure out what that means. Taking the waters equals get prescribed a 2-week vacation from work and a spa treatment. What the no way. That's a thing? Like you can go to the doctor and the doctor can write you a script or a note to have your job give you a 2-week vacation to go to a spa treatment? That's not true. What is Kick? Mary Lewis, Kick is like a app that you can download to like instant message people from all over the world, and you don't have to like we could chat. So it's kind of like you can message me like I get messages on Facebook, but because I'm deactivated from Facebook, I don't check my messages on Facebook. You can message me like that, but on Kick, you know, like it's a way to text somebody without knowing their phone number. Okay, that's you. All right, I got you. Start chatting. Hello! That says Jello. Oh no, it autocorrected back. All right, I just messaged you. I don't know if I should add. How do I add you as a friend? I have no idea. Set my profile picture. Choose existing. All right. All photos. I'm going to set my profile picture. I'm going to show everybody what my profile picture is so that if you decide to venture into the Kick realm, you'll know it's me. Get that. Okay. I'm just going to use that. All right. I'm going to use my awkward Facebook picture. That's noise. Thank you, Minerva. Thank you very much. All right. Who else? All right, Jake, I added you. On Kick. Who else am I adding? Let's see. Ooh, we could start a public group like the Territory on Kick. That'd be dope. Find people. By username. All right, who else? Look at that. Ramirez. ALIE Ramirez 11. There you are. Start chatting. Hey. I don't know if you add people as friends or like once you message them, they become, I don't know. Absolutely, Mary Lewis. Absolutely. How did you get so many fans in the Philippines? Reaction videos. I did a lot of reaction videos. Oh, That's Shalimar. Got you. Oh, sent me an egg. Is that an egg? It's an egg. I have an egg every morning for breakfast. I can send a GIF. I sent you a GIF. See? All right, cool. Very cool. All right. We're Kick friends now. Oh my God, Pierre. Hello. Pierre, download Kick and add me. It's Tori Franco 89. Search me, add me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Didn't notice that I was last there in 83. Seemed like there were regular people there though. See, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research on the topic, because if that's the case, that every person makes 90 grand a year and lives comfortably, I'm going to have to move to Germany and learn German. I like scratching my eggs in the morning too. I can't. I like eating my eggs. My username is Juan Sicker. Okay. I'm going to get you. All my dudes. Okay. Oh, come on. All right. I got you. Hey. All right. I got you. Is it like Merc? I don't know. What is that? Hola, mi amiga. Hola, mi amigo. We're friends. I'm going to write that. We're friends. I got friends in every place in the universe. Delete. Who's that? I got friends in low places. Well, yes, that's true, Bill. We already were, but yes, Jake, you were my first friend on Kick. Hello, Tiffany. So I was your first friend. I read that. Yes, you're downloading Kick? Dope. How's your day going? It's going pretty well. You know, just a regular day. You know, keeping my head above water. That's all that matters. You're having a hard time adding a photo. Can you check if I have a photo? Oh, God. Oh, I thought you were saying you were laughing because it was like an obscene photo. No. You don't. Welcome to Kick. Give me a sponsorship, Kick, and we can chat. What is this and why is what I'd know. How's school? It's going really well, actually. To be quite honest, my chemistry class, I took my first test and got one of the highest grades in the class. So kudos. I literally got one question wrong. Just one. I got a 97.5 on my first chemistry test. My lab partner, I'm not going to give her grade out, but it wasn't a good one. So, it wasn't the easiest test. Bill, you do not have an ugly mug. Eggs in the Philippines is also like the counterpart of balls. Ah, got it. I kind of figured that, to be honest, D. I put 2 and 2 together and got 2 balls. I could put 1 and 1 together and got 2 balls. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, that's it. That's what you got to do, Tiffany. How was your day? Like the chat of the early 2000s. I guess so, D. It's kind of like AIM. That's what we had. Sorry about that. About what? Why are you being sorry? Don't be sorry. Oh, I see your picture now. It's you standing in front of the mountain. Any object or body placed on space-time creates an indentation like a bowling ball placed on a trampoline. Okay, wait. I have to wrap my brain around that for a second. Any object or body placed on space-time creates an indentation like a bowling ball placed on a trampoline. Now, how did you come up with that? Do I have pets? I do, actually. His name is Luigi, and he's my little pup, and I love him. And I shall call him Squishy, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my Squishy. Sigh. Akasans, why are you sighing? I can hardly check my Twitter and don't... Oh, that's why. Because I'm reading up instead of down, and I'm reading... I'm just an idiot. I can hardly check my Twitter and don't really use my Instagram, so I probably can't commit to Kick. Same, Akasans, to be quite honest. I can't guarantee that I will remain on Kick constantly, especially if I'm giving my Kick username out to everybody, because that means I may get an influx of messages, like I do on Facebook. And I used to keep up with my Facebook messages, but they just got way too nuts. And I get very overwhelmed and anxious because when I sit down and look at my messages, I feel as though I need to answer every single person that has ever messaged me. And that just is, at this point, physically impossible without sitting there for 8 hours in a day. And I just don't have that time. So that was a very long-winded explanation, but that's my explanation and I'm sticking to it. My theory is that, hold on a second, the fabric is elastic and has been expanding since the Big Bang. Okay, that makes sense because our universe is expanding as we know it. This makes the gravity indentation larger when compared to everything. See, okay, Jeff. Okay, I'm a lay person when it comes to physics and quantum physics. So give me like an analogy. Like, I understand our universe is expanding. I get that. Like, that concept I get. And I know that that's, like, scientifically proven that that's how our universe was created, just by the Big Bang. It wasn't really a bang. It was just our universe kind of expanded, and here we are. But explain the rest, because I'm totally a lay person. I eventually do want to venture off to physics and quantum physics and see if I can wrap my brain around it. But I feel like even physicists can't wrap their brain around quantum physics. Like even Einstein, like you mentioned, Einstein couldn't wrap his brain around his own theories. The chat becomes scientific. Hell yeah. I love it. Jake, I've never met anybody famous. Literally, fun fact about me, not one person famous have I ever met. That I don't know why I just spoke like a Shakespearean or like Yoda, but who the hell is that? But yeah, I've never met anybody famous. If you're going to the Philippines, you should visit the Mall of Asia, the biggest mall in the Philippines. Oh, hell yeah. Does the Mall of Asia, is that the mall that has the Pokemon store in it? Of course, that's like my first question, but does the Mall of Asia have a Pokemon store? Because if so, homie's hitting it up. Can't keep up with the smart combos. Let me hit the bomb. Pierre, this is why I need you. The expanding is the explanation for why a galaxy stays together, even though there's not enough matter to keep it together. Dark energy is the relationship between gravity and its reaction to space-time. So what you're saying, wait, okay, I'm going to try. I will not bug you on Kick, but I will. No, you're not bugging me at all. I swear. I did not mean what I said in like a bad way. Anybody at any point can message me anytime they want. and I will try and answer, but you know, I just get very overwhelmed sometimes. But on Kick, I have a feeling that's not going to happen. So hit me up anytime you want. The expanding is the explanation for why a galaxy stays together even though there's not enough matter to keep it together. Dark energy is the relationship between gravity and its reaction to space-time. Wait, so are you saying like the more our universe expands, the more dark energy there is to kind of like glue our universe together? Or am I completely missing that? No, I really want to understand it because, all right, four dudes holding the rubber mat of a trampoline. Stretch it to the size of a house. Ah, thank you, Jake. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm getting that. How can you say the universe is expanding when it is actually outer space? Wait, place a bowling ball in. Dent. Roll a marble past it 2 feet away. Changes direction. Roll it 4 blocks away. No effect, obviously. Now stretch it to a mile. Suddenly, a marble 4 blocks away changes direction. This is so interesting to me. Okay. All right. Physics is like ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous subject. 4 dudes holding a rubber mat of a trampoline. They stretch it to the size of a house. Okay. All right. I'm picturing that. Place a bowling ball in. Dent. Okay. So you're saying place a bowling ball in the middle and there will obviously be a dent. Roll a marble past the bowling ball. 2 feet away, it'll change direction. Is that what you're saying? And then roll it 4 blocks away. There's no effect. Okay, so you're saying like the further away the marble gets from the dent, the initial dent, obviously there won't be any effect from that dent because it won't reach all the way out there. Is that what you're saying? Now stretch it to a mile. Suddenly a marble 4 blocks away changes direction. Oh, God. I think my brain just twisted. Space-time expands. Oh, that's what... Wait, so I'm getting that right? Or you could just visit the Cordillera if you like to see trees and mountains. Hell yes. Hell to the mother effing yes. I could take some time off to show you my region here. Oh, thank you so much, Shalimar. You're wonderful. If the mat is only 1 house wide, 4 blocks is nowhere near it. Okay, yes. That makes sense. So wait, what is the bowling ball? Is the bowling ball us? Earth? Or something? So kind of like or are we the marble? And the mat would be space-time? The reason that the Earth goes around the sun is that it is in the dent in space-time that the sun creates. Aha, so the bowling ball would be the sun? Is that right? So the sun, and then the marble would be us? Am I getting this right? I'm really trying to understand here, I swear. Outer space, I mean an open space. How can it expand when it's an open area, no edges, no end? The reason, okay. Matter, anything, a star, planet. Got it. I feel as though D's question makes sense. And I get it, but I know there's a physics explanation for this. Ask Einstein. Exactly. I know it's like a complicated answer. Sure, if it makes the theory makes. Exactly. Well, I've come to realize that scientists will like take theories and or take experiments and try and like fit like, calculations and like, oh, that one doesn't work. Okay, well, let's kind of fudge things. Not to say that they're bullshit, but like, they do what they have to. I just called my mom and told her I was talking to you and she said thank you for Aw, tell your mom I love her. Aw. It's, you know what? God bless her too. That made my day. You just made my night completely. And I hope that we can stay in touch. I know we will. Yeah, physics is quantum physics or whatever the frig you want to call it. It's ridiculous. But I feel like if you can understand it, then you can understand the universe, and you can understand, like, I feel like physics and philosophy kind of go together in a weird way. I actually have a book that I bought that, you know, once I have a little bit more free time, I'm going to start reading, and it's literally like every essay by Einstein, like all of his like philosophical thoughts, cuz if I read anything like about his physics theories, I would not understand a word, not one word. I knew when I saw Pierre's name pop up that something jackassy was coming, but in a good way. But what color is the bowling ball? Does the rubber mat have patterns? What font is on the dude's shirt holding the mat? Graphic designer mindset. I feel you. She wants to make you dinner one day. Ah, I would gladly eat whatever she wanted to make. Gladly. I guess Jeff and Bill are good in physics. Yeah, I would say. I'm not, but I'm learning. To be honest, I've never ever even considered a physics course. I think you have to get past pre-calculus first in order to, at least here in the States, I think a prerequisite is calculus or pre-calc. And I've never ventured into that realm of academia because I would want to off myself. I think I took pre-calc in high school, and I literally just remember being so completely lost to the subject. I think maybe now I didn't really care too much in high school, to be honest, for academics. But I think maybe now if I applied myself and tried to get it, I have confidence in my brain, and I have confidence in my intellectual. The math would crush me. You have a layman's understanding. I don't even have a layman's understanding. I've read one book on like quantum physics for the layperson. It's like a 70-page book. I read it in like 3 seconds. And I still was like, what? What is happening here? It was like, I think I have it, actually. It's upstairs. It's like a little tiny little book, like the Pocket Physicist or something like that. Like the pocket book for physics, something crazy like that. And I read it and I was like, what did I just read? Like, I'm going to have to read this 3 more times. If you say expanding, you're like saying universe is like inside a box. Then if that theory is true, then another theory will rise. What is actually outside that box? Aha. Am I a wrestling fan? Jake, I'm not, actually. I used to be when I was really, really young. But not like I was, even then I wasn't like a crazy wrestling fan. Which is Sheldon and which is Leonard? Wait, I don't get the reference. Maybe I do? I don't know. See? Another theory. Other universe. Well, that is a they say, a lot of physicists say that a plausible theory is like the multiverse is very plausible. That is a bitch, I did not summon you. The fuck? That a multiverse is not, is very plausible. I don't know if they said probable, because that would mean that they have some sort of evidence to assume that a multiverse exists. And I don't think we've gone that far. But they say, like, based off of their understanding of physics, that it is very possible that a multiverse exists, other universes. There are, yeah, see, Jeff? Multiverse theories. I haven't read into them, but I have definitely heard that multiverse theories do exist. I can relate. Went to college at 24 after high school. I was so excited. Didn't have to take notes. I absorbed everything. That's what I'm saying. When I went to school, at first, when I was like 18, fresh out of high school, 19, and I applied myself, I had a 4.0 GPA. But that lasted all of like one semester because I was too preoccupied with like going to the beach, partying, hanging out with friends to even give a shit about school. And so I just left and didn't go back until like 2013, 2014. Einstein's theory of relativity is all about perspective. What does it look like over here or over there? I chose programming because I thought I'll be learning how to develop games. Just found out that they are teaching web development. Oh, God. That lasted about a year, though. Same, Pierre. Not even. From over here or over there. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, Bill. Explain that. I'm a visual person. I'd rather read books that have pictures. I get that. I totally get that. Or watch videos, YouTube videos. Oh, no, Akasans. Oh, Sheldon, yes. The name sounded familiar, but I've never watched an episode, to be honest. I warned you it would take over the session. No, Jeff. I'm so incredibly intrigued by this entire conversation. You have no idea. I love having these talks. I love like having intellectual or somewhat intellectual conversations about stuff. It like tickles me. Proves that the brain, there's not too many people out there. Trust me, there are not too many people out there that are capable of having these types of conversations and maintaining conversations like this. At least in my life. So when I come across people that can hang and kind of discuss this stuff, I mean, and whatever, that are actually interested in this stuff like I am, it makes me very happy. Proves that the brain is as complicated as the universe. Maybe we can try to study why a simple brain can come up with a lot of theories. Well, D, I've heard, hello, Dizzy Lizzie. Hi, Vicodin. Yeah, exactly. Consciousness comes into play for sure. I know that's a huge topic in like neuroscience. I watched this TED talk on consciousness. It kind of freaked me the fuck out though. Proves that the brain is well, I've heard that like we are like little universes. There like there's like there basically is. If you think of our bodies biologically and like our cells and how our brains work and everything like that, like and the bacteria and how the bacteria works in our bodies. And how the bacteria kind of works like a tribal group of people, you know? It's actually pretty interesting. We are really like, even at the core, we have like little universes and like, it doesn't just stop with us. We have universes inside of us, cities and like, you know what I mean? Like if you think of the brain and all the neurons and like all the brain cells and things that make up the brain and the tissue and everything like that, like that's like one little city. And then you have like cardiac city, and then you have with different cardiac cells and like tissue and everything like that. Like it's, I don't know. Do I like football? I same. I used to love football, watch it all the time. Ever since the Giants started losing, I stopped watching because it became depressing. You witnessed something. I witnessed the same thing. It looks different to me because my perspective. Yes, Bill, that's yes. When I was watching the TED Talk about consciousness, I think he was a neuroscientist. I'm not entirely sure what I know he was like a very educated dude, obviously. And he was saying that basically we are each living our own conscious hallucination because our brains are what process what we see and perceive and what we think, feel, whatever. but our brains are housed in this dark, there's no windows in our heads. You know what I mean? Like, our brains are in dark enclosings. Our brain physically cannot see anything. It's the neurons that are firing, or whatever the fuck, the cells or whatever it is. Can't wait to take anatomy and physiology so that I can actually get the technical terms right. But anyway, he was saying that it's our brains are only perceiving. They're not, what we're seeing is just a perception. It's not 100% truth, because our brain doesn't actually know for sure what it's seeing, if that makes sense. That's what he was saying. Like, so we are each living our own conscious hallucination in our lives. Like you said, what you perceive may not 100% be what I perceive. I have a low IQ, so I have nothing to say. Time travel theories too, I've read about. Hello, Fatty Rose David Nagweet. I hope I said that right. Nice to see you again, Dizzy Lizzy. Do you like football? I read that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do. Sounds fractal. Universe within a universe within a universe. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you really break it down, universe within a universe within a universe within a universe. Going back to the brain, humans were the only species that can create something from simple hunting tools into a space shuttle. Yeah, we are pretty smart. We're like the stupidest smart people. King Malcolm, if you think it's depressing being a Giants fan, trying being a Bills fan. My uncle was a Bills fan, my Uncle Orrin. 4 straight freaking trips to the Super Bowl, and they couldn't manage to win even one. Holy crap. I know my uncle, who passed away, was a huge Bills fan. Actually, I think I inherited, when he passed away, I think I inherited one of his jerseys or something like that. I want to say, I don't even know. I inherited something. What do I like to do for fun? Jake. By the way, whenever I see the name Jake, it makes me think of Jake from State Farm. So if I ever call you Jake from State Farm, it's just me being funny. Don't take it personally. I'm just being playful. Go Patriots. Oh God. Dingo. You had to go there, huh? Not really a Patriots fan. I've never, but that's the thing. Even when I watched football, I was never a Patriots fan. I think because maybe 1 or 2 times the Patriots beat the Giants. I remember in one of the playoffs, the Eagles, I'll never forget it. I will forever hate the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Giants in one of the playoffs. And now I have a deep, deep hatred for the Eagles. I've always toyed with the idea that we are a small object like a chair. Each star is an atomic core, and the planets are all electrons. Each solar system is an atom with an element. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, Pierre, let me type my kick username. Wow, that's a really good thought. I never even thought of it like that. So, like, we are just like little blips. Is that what you're saying? Each star is an atomic core. Okay. The planets are all electrons. So, like, we're like literally like nothing. The bears. Do I believe in miracles? I don't know. I don't believe. No, I believe there's an explanation for like everything, to be honest. I believe that like the idea that a miracle can happen by you manifesting something or whatever. Yeah, okay, I believe that's possible. If you like manifest something hard enough, I guess you could say. What's up, Jen Salvador? Missed you more. If you manifest something hard enough that you can create what seems like a miracle, but the definition of a miracle, I think, is like just something spontaneously happening. And I don't believe I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I don't believe in coincidences, and I don't believe that there are any there. Hey, is that Pierre? No, it's Mary. I don't believe that anything is coincidental. One new chat from my friend Mary. Chat. Hello, love, muffin. Too bad most Filipinos don't watch football. I love football. That's what I'm saying, Jeff. Sitting on what's up, Supra? Except that atoms don't look like a solar system. Oh yeah. Because they don't orbit, right? Or something like that. We thought that they did back in the day. If you don't mind, I'll send you pictures of my region here. Absolutely, I don't mind. Hell yeah. I need to be jealous of something. Now think about this. Oh yes, Jeff. I love things that make my brain go. Where am I? You're sitting on countless civilizations. Oh, is that what? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Like, there's like a whole universe going on, like, on this table right now. Anything that is matter has like a universe within it. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to the electrons and everything that makes everything up. All the little particles. Too bad most Filipinos don't watch football. I think people being a thinking species is already a miracle. Even Earth is a miracle. That's my take. What I don't know how to explain it, right? Like, okay, I get what you're saying, that the Earth is a miracle. The only way I can do this, miracle. The definition of a miracle. And I'm going to try to explain what I mean. A surprising and welcome event that's not explicable by nature or scientific laws. That's what I'm saying. Like, the definition of a miracle is a surprising and welcome event that's not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of divine agency. For me, I believe that, like, there is an explanation for basically everything. You know what I mean? Except that atoms don't. Oh, I read that. So, like, even the Earth and how the Earth came to be and how the universe came to be, we can scientifically explain that. I know what you're saying. Miracle as being like a feeling or like an emotion. Like, oh my God, it's a miracle that this person's cancer was cured. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm looking at it very how do I explain it? The way that I think. I can't explain the way that I think. It's like, makes sense up here, but when it's coming out of my mouth, it doesn't make sense. When I'm down to look at my tattoo, it says I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. That's what I'm saying. Like, even the idea of whatever you believe in, right? Your religion. Let's say you're a Christian, you're a Catholic, Christian, whatever, and you follow Christ, right? You believe so much in that, you have so much faith in that idea that if you just pray to God enough, you will be healed. And because of that, you're healed, right? Let's say because of that, either let's say you have the motivation to fight and that brings your immune system up, or whatever the case may be, right? I believe that there's an explanation scientifically for that, for like your healing. Even if on the surface, science can't explain it. I believe that somewhere, some way, there's some sort of scientific explanation, right? If that makes any sense. Not to say that like a God doesn't exist or whatever, but I'm saying like sometimes people's belief in something is what creates something like when you think of the placebo effect, right? You can give somebody a sugar pill and they'll believe it so much that it works, that it actually will have an effect and work on a biological level. So people see that as like a miracle, but there's some sort of explanation for it, if that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. Nice hair. Thank you, Dizzy Lizzie. I have to like really think about what I'm trying to say here and put it into words. It makes sense in my brain. Thanks. You're so sweet, Jake. So I couldn't catch you live sometimes. Don't be sorry at all. It's all good. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish there was something that I could say. My theory is I've died several times, and each time those realities went on without me. That means the current reality is gonna live a long life, but still dying several times. The F is he smoking. Oh my God. Jeff, yeah, like I'm trying to explain it from yes, like rationally, intellectually. Not rationally. Again, rationally is like not like you're being irrational right now, like emotionally, but like rationally thinking about it, if that makes sense. Yes, Lizzie, we send our condolences. The miracle you might be thinking is about healing a deadly disease, spirits, religion. Well, yes, but I believe that even if doctors can't explain it, people right away say, okay, it's a miracle from God, but there's got to be some sort of scientific explanation for it. Like, for instance, I believe heavily in the law of attraction. That I believe that eventually somebody will figure out a way to explain how the law of attraction works and how our thoughts can manifest things, right? I believe eventually down the road that will be scientifically fact. That we can manifest things, right? Right now, we don't know that we can. So when, let's say, somebody is stricken with some sort of disease and they basically pray the disease away to whatever the God they believe in, they see when they get healed, they see that as a miracle. When realistically, it was just their belief that kind of whatever frequency they were giving off that matched the frequency of healing, right? And their belief in it, backed by their belief, made it happen so much so that it actually healed them, if that makes sense. Like, that's what I believe. I believe eventually this will all be scientifically proven. Right now it's not, so we'll call it a miracle. But I believe eventually, I'm thinking futuristically, eventually there will be a scientific explanation for how we manifest things into our lives and how to unmanifest shitty things. I believe eventually we'll be able to prove this scientifically. I will definitely not be the person who discovers how to prove it because I don't know what the fuck. I can't even put it into words. Loving Alexis is also a miracle. That was very cute. Things are supernatural until somebody figures out how they work. That's exactly. Things are woohoo and bullshit and quackery until somebody finds out some sort of, or figures out some sort of calculation or equation to prove it. So I believe when somebody asks me, do you believe in miracles? I say no, because I believe that there's some sort out there, eventually there will be some sort of scientific explanation as to how that person manifested their random healing. I don't believe that anything in the universe is random. If that makes sense either. Bye, Pierre. Love you, dude. Couldn't be said by a better username. Vicodin. Wait, what did Vicodin say? Mind over matter. Very simple, but very sound. Exactly. There's also a belief that the reason why people believe in God is because we want someone or an entity we can look up to, like how we create superheroes, those characters. And I also believe that we put so much belief into this higher power because we don't believe that we have the power within us to do exactly what we actually are capable of doing, which is manifesting, healing. You know, what's my favorite food? Oh God, everything. Hello, Lids. Yeah, Jeff, you did. That's funny. What did I say last time? Did I say everything? I think so. I just sent you some photos from Ifugao. Ifugao? Oh, I'm sure I will absolutely love them. There's too many for her to pick just one. Yes. I said I love my eggs in the morning. It's such a bland. I love spicy food. What's up, Miss Daisy? Miss you more. How are you? No worries, Bill. Thank you for the very enticing conversation. Have you watched Jim Jeffries' analogy of humanity as a train? No, I'm going to have to watch that. Jim Jeffries' analogy. Jim Jeffries' analogy. Humanity. Videos. Oh, damn it. I don't know how to find it. Always wonderful, Bill. And I'm glad I have you on Kick now. We can be friends. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. What kind of pet do you have? I have a dog. His name is Luigi. It's religion based. I'm going to have to watch it. I really like Jim Jeffries. The topic is very interesting, but I have to go now. It's all right, Mary. Love you, and I will answer you on Kick. I see you. I see you. Have a good night. Love you. Can you do reactions live? Hell yeah. Actually, I set this live stream up so that I can be able to do reactions. I don't think I'm going to do any tonight. You'll see, like, when I go live, I'll put, like, doing live reactions as the title. But I set it up for the future so that when I go live in the future, I'll be able to do them. Do you know the song Redbone by Childish Gambino? No, actually, I don't. I probably have it on my phone, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Actually, let's see. Do I have it? I know I downloaded, like, a bunch of his stuff. Mary, I just messaged you on Kick. This is so BRB taking puppers out for a bedtime poopy potty. I added poopy. I'm not doing so well. Wait, why? Why aren't you doing well? What happened? What's going on? I mean, if you don't mind sharing. Redbone. I do have it. Copyright. I'll definitely listen to it. It's a sexy song. I'm going to have to listen to it. Miss Daisy, what's going on? I've kind of been, not kind of, I've been shitty as of late too. So let's all have a session, therapy session. My peanut chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. Ooh. Everything may have a scientific, rational, logical explanation. For me, the bottom line is it did not just pop up from nowhere. Even the dark came from... Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, see, I have heard, and I don't know if this is the truth or not, but I've heard that darkness is simply just a lack of photons. Photons are what create light. This is what I've heard. Don't quote me on it because I don't know shit. But darkness, it's... We think of it as darkness as like how darkness is a thing, but really darkness is just the lack of photons. So the only real thing there is photons, and when we have photons, we have light. My brain is like, try to revolutionize you having like a late night show on you. I would love that. Seriously. I would love to have like a Friday night, maybe not Friday night because everybody's got lives. I have a life, but like a Wednesday night, Tuesday night, whatever it is, late night show. But I don't know how to structure it. My problem is figuring out how to structure all this shit. There is a higher being who made all these down to the smallest atom. My lungs are bad. And now oh my God, why? What happened? You don't have COPD, do you? How did that happen? Okay, ready? Akasans? I feel like we put this higher being into a box, right? When we say being, we think a human being. We think a being, like an entity that has hair and lips and a mouth and eyes that sits above, and like, you know, like a person who literally created everything. When I think of like God, I think of energy, and I think of frequency, and I think of a higher order as opposed to being. I think of a higher order, a higher way the universe is made and the way the universe works. And I think of a higher power in the sense that not a power like the president of the United States is, you know, well, not the one we have now, but what was that? It was that sound that scared the shit out of me. But I think of like a higher force, if that makes sense. When that's my belief, right? My belief is not like that there's some man sitting up in the clouds dictating what everybody should do, but also judging them for what's already pre-made out. It doesn't logically make sense to me how there could be a God who created everything, created everybody's lives, and premeditated everybody's lives to be a certain way. But then if you like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. That, do I believe in God? Yes, but my definition of God is different from like the biblical definition of a God. I actually feel like the biblical definition of a God is like kind of just, would you say hyperbole? How do you? Yes, hyperbole. That's what I think. That's my theory on it. The definition of miracle is essentially the same as that of magic, that is, the impossible occurring. We often give the label miracle to things that are not impossible, just highly improbable, King Malcolm, and things that we can't explain. We can't physically or scientifically explain them, so we say it's a miracle. It has to come. But I believe that eventually we'll be able to explain scientifically all these miracles. Doesn't necessarily refute the idea that there's that God exists, and that, like, I believe in an afterlife, and I believe in all of these things. I just don't believe that there's a God, one being, being as in like human-like or physical being that sits above amongst the clouds somewhere, dictating to us how we are supposed to live. You know what I mean? That to me it never, when I was a kid, even going to church and going to religion, I was like, this is such cockamamie bullshit, like no, black isn't a color. Not to say that religion is bullshit, but it's just like the literal definition of God. I don't think it's meant to be taken literal. I really don't. I think that that was the only way back then that people could explain this power, this order, And I think that eventually, this is my theory, and I've given this a lot of thought. I think that eventually quantum mechanics will be able to explain all of the mysteries of the universe. I think that physics is like the last hope, the only hope. Biology explains a lot, but I feel like physics explains biology and chemistry and everything else. Yeah, Akasan, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. The only person higher than everyone is Chuck Norris. And Chuck we trust. That's funny. Do you really mean it? You would send me a pullover with an... Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I'll send you this one. It's my favorite sweatshirt, but I'll send you this one. I have to go because I have to submit designs for printing. Bye, Shalimar. Love you very much. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you hung out. I went into respiratory failure due to my severe asthma. Oh, my God. Miss Daisy, can you come back from it, though? Like, is it something that you can make a comeback from? Or, like, are you going to have to be on oxygen for forever? I didn't know you had asthma like that. I definitely knew you had asthma, but I didn't know you had asthma like that. Do you discount simulation theory? Vicodin, can you explain? Like, I watched Joe Rogan's podcast when he had Elon Musk on, and he was talking about simulation theory, but to be honest, I think I watched maybe like 5-6 minutes of it, and I was like, I gotta go. See you later. Oh, that this could all be a simulation. Simulation in theory is like that when we die, kind of like the Matrix. Like, we're all living in a simulation, but when we die, we all just kind of wake up from whatever simulation we're in. Is that like basically in a nutshell simulation theory? Do you believe in spirits? Yeah, I believe in spirits. I believe that a soul exists. I believe the afterlife exists. I believe in different dimensions. Like, that I think has been proven by physics that dimensions do exist. Yeah, Jeff, it's freezing. Jake, no, I'm actually not a wrestling fan. And thank you. Ironically, man made God in his own... That's true! This thing keeps scaring the shit out of me every time I get one of those little thingies. Ironically, man made God in his own image, and like, that's what I'm saying. I do feel as though God exists. If you would call it God, I believe that there's an energy of the universe, right? Like there's a certain force. And that force created this universe. That force created all universes. Some call it source energy. Some call it energy. Some call it prana. Some call it whatever the frig you want. Some call it God. Some call it Jesus. Whatever the hell you want to call it, I do believe that there is that exists, right? And I do believe in an afterlife, and I do believe in spirituality, and that there's something deeper than like what we know factually to be true, right? I just can't get behind the Bible. I really can't. And it's not just because like, okay, because I'm gay and it, you know, says that I'm an abomination. Obviously that's a big reason, or a reason, but I just can't get behind the, I feel like there's got to be some reality to all of this, you know, and I don't know, I just can't get behind the stories in the Bible. They're fucking ridiculous to me, a lot of them. I believe that there is some truth to the stories, but I think that they're all hyperbole, that they've been exaggerated, that they're not all to be taken literally. And I believe it's really, really dangerous when we do. How much do you have to smoke before your lungs collapse? I think that depends on your each individual's like ability. What do they call it? Your vital something or other. Only 5 dimensions. There's only 5 dimensions? Oh yeah, 3D, 5D. Yeah. I thought there were 7. Simulation. I think I watched too much porn. I don't mind you asking, though. Sorry. Well, there's obviously differing sects of the theory, but the basic, most layman way to explain it is that theoretically our existence could just be a computer program. I think that's crazy. And I think that hasn't physics kind of proven that? Like not proven it, but like there are some physicists who actually say that actually also could be a possibility. If that makes sense. Another idea I toy with: God is humanity collectively. That's actually, but I believe that God is humanity collectively. They say we're made of stardust, and if you read the Bible, it says we're made in the image of Him. If you take the Him away, and you replace that with like energy, then that's true. We are made like we have the same energy that's out there in the universe, the same chemicals, the same properties that make up our universe are within our bodies. The chemistry of our bodies, what makes our bodies live, and sustain and maintain life. You know what I mean? So yeah, I totally get that. It's not any God's Bible. It's the King. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Am I agnostic? Absolutely. Yeah. Because I don't feel as though there's any. I would identify as a spiritual agnostic. And the older I get, the more I don't know. The more I think more rationally and less emotionally. I try, at least. Well, there's obviously differing. Okay, another idea I toy with. God, I read that. Who is the lucky person who won your heart? Jake, are you asking me that? It's not any God's Bible. It's King James's Bible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Technically, in the theory, there would still be a God, so to speak, a creator, architect. Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's basically taking the definition of God and just putting a different label on it. My critical care specialist says more than likely I will be on O2 from now on. Oh, no. Oh, my God, Miss Daisy. I'm so sorry to hear that. How long have you been dealing with this? Illuminati. I just see the words Illuminati flash across the screen. That sound means you have a new subscriber. Oh, aw, thank you, King. That's all right. That's all right. You don't have to explain. But also because I wanted to see if I could make you jump. Yeah, no, it scares the shit out of me. I forget that it's there. Yes, theoretically, exactly. Yeah, there are physicists who say it's theoretically possible that we could be living in a simulation. And the thought of it is crazy. And like even more anxiety provoking than the idea that we don't go anywhere when we die. Which I don't know, I just can't believe that. A lot of things make more sense with the idea. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we is everywhere, all knowing. But also if you think of energy can't be created or destroyed. Neither can God. God can't be created or destroyed. All knowing, ever present. Well, I think all knowing, obviously, what does energy know? Energy is just energy. It's just there. But everywhere, there's energy in everything. There's energy in this friggin' vape pen. There's energy in this desk that I'm sitting on. You know what I mean? Wasn't it King James that had stuff about hunting and killing witches added to the Bible? I don't know. That's a good question. Another thing to think about. Oh, you're asking me who stole my heart? Who won my heart? Then D writes, Alexis, but I'm not sure if she still is. I like good girls. Can we see your pet? He's actually sleeping right now with my mother. Perhaps I'm laid up in a hospital bed in a coma, and all of this is a reality my mind constructed because it's still technically alive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could all be in comas, and this could act like be a collective dream or something like that. Collective simulation. It's crazy when you think about it. It really is. How are you, Tori? How is school? How's life treating you? Miss Daisy, I'm all right. You know, just trying to get by. Life has its ups and downs. You know, there's certain things in my life that I'm trying to work out right now. But I shall, because I always prevail. And I always will. School is going good, actually. School is probably the best thing going right now. And I'm proud of that. I really am. I refuse to ascribe to any beliefs. Beliefs are dangerous. I have a collection of ideas. Some I think are more probable than others. Exactly, Jeff. I feel like when we put ourselves, and this is why we as humanity, we're so smart but yet stupid. We're like smart, dumb people. We're just a smart, dumb bunch of people in life. And I feel like we have the capacity to just think up all these ideas and like figure out all this shit, but we always want to put these ideas in boxes and label them something, you know? And I don't ascribe to any organized religion. I never did. I've known very early on that it's just not for me, and it never will. Like it never will be. It's just something I've always felt inside of me that just doesn't feel, it just never felt right. The idea of religion, it was just never something I connected to. And I think it was because it's just another box. You know, I grew up a Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I received all of my sacraments besides marriage and death, but it just, even in religion, even before figuring out like my sexuality, figuring out that I'm gay and I like females, sitting in religion class, it was always interesting to me from a knowledge perspective, but from a spiritual, like, oh, this resonates with me, it never did. Things in the Bible never resonated with me. And I think it's because the Bible is so literal, and a lot of times people are supposed to be taking it, feel like they're supposed to be taking it literally, when realistically they're not. It's all hyperbole, and people don't get that. Jeff, you remember my GPA? Thanks, dude. Yeah, 3.7. I refuse to ascribe to any... I read that. Go to church and be part of a religion to show your love. I like the idea. The only reason I think religion it can be a good thing is because it gives people that community feeling, and we are connective beings. We are beings that like to be connected to other beings, and we like to express our love and affection to other human beings that we love, and things like that. We need that that's part of something that we need, for survival. Like, we need that, So I do feel like religion gives that aspect, but I feel as though it does not give the true truth of like how the universe was really made and yada yada. I have been looking up though, like spiritualist churches and Unitarian Universalist churches, where all religions are welcome, and like whatever your belief is, it's welcome, and it's just an outpouring of kind of like what we're doing now, like it just a bunch of different people who believe different things and theorize different things, giving an outpour of their beliefs, and kind of everybody just collectively coming together and collaborating. Ask Miss Daisy, ask Tori about Alexis. I'm really intrigued. In some theories, yes. In some, no, Akasans. I personally don't believe in it. So if anything, I'm devil's advocate right now. Smart, dumb, listen to Tool right into. Oh, I definitely will. Awesome to hear that. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good. Thank you, Miss Daisy. Hello, Honeylet. What's up? It could be a simple... A single, damn it, I missed it. Where is it? It could be a single player solo game, could be a sandbox MMO. We could ourselves be programs, as everything you are comprised of data. We could be programmed as NPCs on a set path. My eyes are shot. Yep, from a historical perspective, religions can be cool because they're old. Yeah, I think that religion can explain a lot of history that happened. A lot of history coincides with it, but I don't think it explains everything. It's not end all be all. The Bible is not end all be all. Hello, Eden. Love Eden. Selective photographic memory. Me too, Jeff. I do. I have a selective photographic memory for sure. Or you get into the deeper talk and theorizing of AI and how it advances and pseudo-conscious it itself. Yeah. What free will really is. Are we creating fate? What's his name? I really want to read the I think it's called Free Will by, what's that guy's name? He's famous. Sam Harris. I want to read his free will book because he claims that we actually don't have free will. So the Bible was made to control people. I believe that the Bible was made to indoctrinate people, to control people, to scare people, to put fear into people, because you can't rule people who know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you can only rule over fearful people. Do I believe that all of the Bible is technically bullshit? No, I believe that when you strip away all these bullshit stories and fables, that there is truth foundationally, but I don't believe it's literal. How long have you been YouTubing? Jake, probably like this, probably like 2 years. Indoctrinated view on things by religions does not always apply to the real world. Most religion that teaches peace always started chaos. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. A lot of religions do. And I think that's where it becomes dangerous. When we start to take the Bible literally and these books literally, that's where all the chaos can kind of stem from. My wife goes to a cool church, not my scene. I'll have to ask her. Jeff, I would love to like check it out because I am a spiritual person. Am I religious? No. I don't ascribe to any religion. I was raised Catholic. Don't consider myself a Catholic. My children will not be raised Catholic. My children will be taught morals, and they will be taught what's right and wrong, and they'll be taught spirituality. They will not be baptized in a Catholic church. That's just not going to happen because to me, I just don't see a point. My wife goes, oh wait, I read that. Don't know if that answers your question, but hopefully shows how perplexing it can get. Hello, Leah Gabriel. And yes, it is. It's like a brain bender. Vicodin, then I somehow agree with you. Carlin did a free will spiel. He did? Oh my God. Carlin is so friggin' smart too. Do you believe people who do suicide go to heaven? Well, okay, here's the thing. If you ask me what happens when we die, I kind of touched on this in like the last live stream. Somebody asked me. What I believe is, since we're all made up of energy, we go to our energy, obviously, when we die, is transferred to a different dimension, right? Like, that makes sense to me because that can be proven, but also on a spiritual level, like, it makes sense too. You know, that there's some sort of afterlife and we have like an essence within us, whatever you want to call it, the essence, the energy that is within us, right? I believe that everybody's energy gives off a certain frequency. And you can feel that when you meet people that give off a bad vibe. That's just them emitting a certain frequency or energy that doesn't coincide necessarily with yours, or doesn't feel good because they're, let's say, maybe vibrating at a lower energy than, let's say, you or somebody you know that's always happy and always exudes joy no matter what, right? Somebody who commits suicide is obviously not vibrating on that higher frequency because they're not happy. If they want to off themselves because of depression, let's say, they're not emitting a high frequency. It's a low frequency that is not of a happy place, right? So what I said last time was, when we die, our energy that we have given off in this life, or that we are still, that is within us, right? Has to match the frequency of the dimension. Like our energy has to find a match and kind of go where it matches. This is just a theory. This is like, there's nothing that I've, obviously I can't prove any of this. But when we die, our energy goes to the dimension that it matches to, if that makes sense. So if somebody kills themselves because they're depressed, their energy is going to match that. Assuming that their energy, they're vibrating at a lower frequency, their energy is going to go to a dimension that's vibrating at a lower frequency. In the physical plane, right? What 3D, what we know to be like the physical plane, that would be not so good, right? That would be not happy, not depression. So when you're asking me, this is such a long explanation. When you're asking me, do I believe people who commit suicide go to heaven? It depends. That's the short answer, is it depends. Depends on what frequency they were vibrating at. If they committed suicide because they were severely, severely depressed and unhappy, most likely energy is going to vibrate at a lower frequency. It's going to go to a dimension of a lower frequency, which probably won't look to us too appealing. But it'll match that person's frequency. So again, going back to what my friend Jeff said, it's all about perspective. Because that may match their frequency, but not match yours. So it's like you're saying the Bible and mythology are basically the same. Well, no, because I think there are certain things that have happened in the Bible that can be historically proven and have been. But I do believe the Bible gets a lot wrong. I do feel like archaeologists have proven a lot that has been written in the Bible to be false or refuted a lot. Religion is essentially group thinking. While it can be a force for good, yes, it definitely can feed the poor, it is also often used as a force for evil. Exactly. Put plainly. Suicide sucks. If you're thinking about it, stop that. Tomorrow might be kick ass. Yeah, it always gets better for sure. Sam Dean, what's up, my dude? Like Bill said earlier, aka it's all about perspective. Exactly, Vicodin. I personally believe there's too many possibilities to really know the truth and acquisition. Exactly. We can all have our theories and what we believe happens within us, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, nobody knows, and that's why I'm an agnostic, because even so, like Jeff said, it's not even a belief. It's just a theory. And I have so many theories inside my head, but that's one of my main theories. Like, okay, how I explain like where we go when we die. If somebody asks me, do I believe it to be 150% true? No, there's no proof of it. Can't ask anybody, because how do you do that? But that's a theory. It's not necessarily a belief. It's a theory. And not like a scientific theory. Like Bill said, I burped. I personally, but obviously you guys heard that because I burped right into the microphone. Do you believe in heaven or hell? I believe. What's up, Yoko? How are you? I'm doing all right. God bless you. Who says Presbyterian? Oh, it's a Presbyterian. Presbyterian churches are pretty dope too, actually. They're very open churches. It still wouldn't be my scene either, Jeff, to be quite honest. But, yeah. Do I believe in heaven or hell? Like, plainly, literally, no. I don't believe in heaven nor hell. I believe that there are dimensions that vibrate. Like, I would believe that the heaven, right? Not believe. Oh, God. I would theorize, right? One of the theories, ideas in my head is like, if there is a heaven, then it's just another dimension that's vibrating at a higher frequency that is of like the light. And if there is a hell, then it is a dimension that's vibrating at the lower frequency. But then there are different dimensions in between that vibrate at different frequencies as well, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, because it barely makes sense to me. I'm not thinking about it. I've lost. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I don't know anybody who's committed suicide. Thankfully, though. Thank God. Relating to that dimension talk earlier, string theory suggests there's at least 10 dimensions, not just 5. Oh, Vicodin, string theory was in the book that I read. I'm going to get it, actually. Yes, Jeff, I've been looking at two types of churches. Spiritualist churches, which is like meditation groups and like, not prayer circles, but like meditation circles and stuff like that. What's up, Tommy Richards? How are you? And then also Unitarian Universalist churches, which is non-denomination. Like they accept atheists, any denomination or non-denomination out there. And it's just a bunch of people coming together to kind of discuss ideas. I really, really, and at the same time, there's structure to it. Like, there's the community aspect of it where they go out and they do charities and stuff like that. And then there's also like, on the website, it shows, because a lot of people have questions about like, well, how am I going to raise my kids? How am I going to teach my kids and this and that? And the website, if you go to Unitarian Universalist website, the association website, it shows you like how families bring their children, and children learn ethics and morals and stuff like that. Like they get like all of that. She says she got lucky with this one. Yeah, because not a lot of churches can sometimes seem like cults. Vicodin, exactly. I think the best thing for me personally to do is just try to be a good person. Yeah, that's it. You just gotta be a good person. That's it. And wherever we go when we die, that's why I'm all about positive vibes. And I mean, that's just always who I am. Just somebody who I feel like if light workers existed, like I've looked into this, if the idea of like being a light worker exists and is a true thing, like in a spiritual sense, that there are people on this earth put here to exude light, to spread light and love or whatever, I feel as though I definitely am one of those people. Every person I come into contact with, whether it's a stranger, somebody who's gotten to know me, will always say to me, you are happiness. You are joy. Like, even when life hands you lemons, you will forever be happy. And exude that happiness and give off that energy. So yeah, I definitely think that is what I mean by like vibes, Intelligent people can't fathom. That's why there are theories. Exactly. I only look at one, Church Chicken. I like that church. Send me the link. I'll donate. I did a fart so bad the other day, I thought you were hiding behind my that's funny. All I know is, in the end, whatever may come and wherever my life leads me, I will happily and willingly take whatever eternity is given to me. Same, dude. For sure. For sure. Same. And I believe we have to make the best of what we have here while we have it. I believe that when you love somebody, you need to express it and not hold back, because time is of the essence. I feel while we have time in this physical plane that we're living in, we need to not waste that time and express while we can, the way that we can, because who knows what's going to happen when we die. Nobody knows. Because I will, regardless if it's emptiness rotting in the ground, paradise, or hellfire, I'll have earned it. Yeah, for sure. And even if nothing happens, we do earn, essentially, our deaths. Death is not death, it's completion. It's completion of a life. And again, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast actually today, which is so funny that we're talking about this right now. But he was talking to Kevin Smith, and Kevin Smith put it in a really good way. He said, regardless of what happens to us after we die, he said, I've always been... thank you, Yoko. Thank you very much. Jake, gotta go to chemo in the morning. Okay, does that mean you're going to bed? It's all just a social experiment anyway. Yep, that's life. When considering a church, always ask one question. Do they demand that I give up independent thought? If the answer is yes, don't walk, run. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, King Malcolm. For sure. Yes, Jake, I'll definitely kick you. It's so funny to say that. But yes, I'll definitely hit you up. What is malambing? I know guapo. What is malambing? I've never seen that before. Oh, so Kevin Smith said, yes, Vicodin, post-heart attack. He was talking about that experience, and he was saying that he's always been that type of dude that would like, he made a joke. He was like, whose dick do I gotta suck to stay alive? You know, like he's always been so terrified of dying that he always felt like he'd do anything to not die, right? And then when he was faced with it, he said he came to like this peace with the fact that, you know, it could happen. He had a 20% chance of surviving. So there was the odds were not in his favor, you know? And clearly he lived, but he said at that point, I was literally faced with death. Never have I ever been faced with death before. And he said, I came to this peace because I realized that whatever I did in life, you know, whether I lived life to the fullest or whatever, however he worded it, he said, I lived life the way I wanted to. And now it's over. And that's not something to be scared of or regardless of what's going to happen. It's not something to be scared of or sad about, because he said the best feeling is to complete something, you know? And he said it's just things end and things are completed. Life is like a project, you know, and like when you die, it's like, okay, project has been completed. You accomplished your life. You accomplished living. And that's, he said, the way he worded it was like, that's like the best accomplishment that we'll have. Regardless of how you lived your life, you lived. You lived up to the point that you didn't anymore. And that in and of itself is an accomplishment. And I don't know. The way he said it was very like, wow, you know. Why are you scared for tomorrow, Jake? Post-heart attack. Oh, Skype chat me ASAP, mate. Yes, for sure. For sure, dude. I definitely have to hit you up. So yeah. I forget what I was gonna say. And King, getting back to what you were saying about like a church, and like, you know, do they demand that you give up independent thought? That's why I really, really like the spiritualist churches and the Unitarian Universalist churches, because especially the Unitarian Universalist church, they're more structured, and you can tell they're more prestigious. You know, they're more established, not prestigious, however you friggin' pronounce that. They're more established. They've been around longer. But at the same time, they actually oh, what was that? That's a new sound. They're actually like welcoming of new ideas. They welcome different belief systems. Some believe your heaven is the memories of the life you led on earth in those last moments of your brain has before shutting down forever. Could make, in a way, all our beliefs of afterlife true. Yeah, I guess so. What's that? Just make a life worth... Yeah, exactly. Drops the mic. Just make a life worth living. For sure, dude. whatever it is that happens, wherever we go, whatever we do, we just gotta make our lives worthwhile. Hello, my dear friend. How are you? I'm good, Edith. How are you? Hacker. Uh-oh. There's a hacker? Oh, I got a headache. I should not be vaping as much as I'm vaping right now. And my nose ring keeps falling. So if you see me picking my nose, it's really not me picking my nose. It's me trying to fix my nose ring. I mean, essentially, I am literally picking my nose because my finger is up my nose. But I'm not, like, trying to get a booger. What's up, Catherine? I've been all right. How are you? Should get more water. I need to stop. Sam D. Oh, that's what that was? I had to check. Thank you, Sam. You are the best. Seriously, thank you. Hello, my dear friend. Oh, wait, hold on. I have no idea. New to YouTube live chat. We have a hacker. Yes. Wait, which one, Catherine? Is it the burrito challenge? I'm feeling hungry again. It's so weird to see, like, the chat on YouTube versus the chat in here because it's more real time on YouTube. I watch the chat stream through Restream.io, which is like the live streaming service that I use. Any new videos? They're definitely coming for sure. This has been a very enticing conversation. It definitely has. I'm trying to see what... Hold on. I'm watching myself live right now. Hello. I need to stop the service that I use. I'm literally watching myself. I'm literally watching myself live. I want to hear what the sound.
I need to stop the service that I use.
What the fuck am I? What? What's I'm literally watching myself. I'm literally watching myself live. This is cool. Oh my god, you. The sound.
I need to stop the service that I use.
What the fuck am I? What? What's I'm literally watching myself. Oh god. Is that going to be on a complete loop now? Okay, I'm going to stop. What's Kick? Miss Daisy, it's like let me take these off. It's an app where you can like instant message people. So my Kick name, K-I-K. This is my Kick name. Is Tori Franco 89. That's my Kick name. We've been stealing it. No, I love it. I love this conversation. Should I what I honestly don't know what to ask. What is everybody's take? What does everybody else think? Where do we think that we go when we die? Or what do we think about religion or God or whatever? Ah. See the space-time continuum? Oh, hold on, actually. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the book that I read that I'm going to have to read 75 more times. I'm back. I'm done with my chicken adobo. Ooh. I got to go get some. I have to literally, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a cleanse, right? Like a 3-day, 4-day cleanse. Fast, maybe. And then I'm going to do a mukbang with Filipino food because I need some crispy pata in my life. Do I consider dream time as realized time? I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, dreams are reality, right? Technically, because we dreamt it. It's in our brains. It is like an experience that we're having. Maybe not physically. Some people it is physically for sleepwalkers, right? Their body's experiencing it too. But I've heard, actually no, not heard. In my psychology class that I'm in, I had to retake Psychology 101 because I took it when I was 18 and didn't give a shit about school, and I got a D in the class because I stopped showing up. It's so funny that I stopped showing up, but I still got a somewhat passing grade. But either way, what was I gonna say? Oh, our brain function, like our brain waves, resemble when we're in the REM state, which is where dreams mainly, I want to say, take place. Our brain waves resemble most the that of our brain waves when we're awake, if that makes sense. Religion and politics, dangerous question. Wait a second. Are we getting into politics now? I love these conversations. I really do. And I don't, I'm not one of those people that gets angry at other people who believe differently than I do, politically or even religiously. Hello, Belle. I consider Dreamtime to be free, self-directed movies. Yeah. Yeah, they are the most dangerous topics for sure. Fasting is not for me. I'll definitely collapse. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be able to fast right now, especially while I'm in a spin class. Last night I had my spin class and I barely ate anything, and then I did cardio. Mondays are like rapid cardio days. And my teeth started tingling. And I told my professor, and he was like, yeah, that's not good. He's like, if your teeth start tingling, you need to maybe slow it down because that means you're going to be fucked up. Do you have a new list of Filipino food for your mukbang? Crispy pata, lechon kawali. Hello. I do want sisig again, even though I tried it. I definitely would eat chicken adobo again. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. What are some other foods? I'm gonna have to look at that menu. Hold on, let me get the physics book that I referenced. Also, another good book that I have right here. This book was really good. The Biology of Belief. I'm gonna have to read this again, actually. As you can see, I'm a geek, and I really love talking about this stuff. Like I'm like so incredibly intrigued by all of this. I gotta dust this shit off. This book was really good, though. Look, I open up a page to the chapter is called The New Physics. It's The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. This guy was a professor, or is a professor, at med schools. He used to teach med school at one of the big medical schools here in the States, and then he took a job in the Caribbean. And I don't know if he still is a Caribbean med school professor anymore, but he wrote this book. And actually on the back, you have actually a DO, a doctor of osteopathic medicine, who says, finally, a compelling and easy to understand explanation of how your emotions regulate your genetic expression, which is crazy and amazing. You need to read this book to truly appreciate that you are not a victim of your genes, but instead have unlimited capacity to live a life overflowing with peace, happiness, and love. That is a doctor, a DO, commenting on the book. So it's not like woo-woo bullshit, like, you know, stuff that isn't proven. This guy like actually did research. So if you want a really good book, get that book. They're just the most. Oh, Tori, those are dangerous foods as well. Yes, they are. Yeah, you're right. Thinking about them makes my arteries clog. For sure. But yeah, this was a very good book. I love all of these types of books, but I just ordered myself I'm going to have to read this over again after I take anatomy and physiology. I miss you guys too, Belle. I'm trying to make a slow but sure comeback. I definitely will. It's a good book. Really good book. Yeah, I love these books. I just ordered a book about like orgone energy. Wilhelm Reich created or founded orgone energy. Apparently it's been proven, but the FDA shut him down. A lot of people still see him as a quack. I don't know, but I think it's interesting and I'm going to read it anyway. All right, let me get the other book. Yes, that is a great book, everybody. Oh, you read it, Miss Daisy? Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Knowing that you read it. It is a good book. And Miss Daisy, you're a PA, right? You're a physician assistant. So it's cool to know that somebody in the medical profession read that. Like, again, it's not woo-woo bullshit that doesn't have any substance or any backing to it. Like, this is a dude who has a PhD in this shit. Was school the only reason I stopped doing reactions? No. If I'm answering honestly, no, it was not. I'll be right back. Hold on, I gotta pee. And then get more water. I will be right back. I'm back and I forgot my water. You might as well go pee too. Well, we had a pee-pee break. Yes, I have twice. I want to read it a second time for sure. Sam, I should have. Oh my God. Next time I go pee, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But now that I just told you that, it may not be the next time. It may be the time after that or the time after that. There should be a Tagalog version of that. I hope so. That'd be dope. This is the other book. It's 7 Brief Lessons on Physics by Carlo Rovelli. There are a couple more books that I want to read by him. And literally, this book is like 100 pages. Not even. 80-something pages. 81 pages. What did I say? It was 70 pages? I was so close. 81 pages. I read that in school. Like, in one chapter is like friggin' 40 pages. So, this was literally like quick. And I'm such a geek. Oh no, that's not me. I didn't, this is a used book. So, I think I made notes. That's definitely my note. I'm the biggest geek you'll ever meet. Oh, maybe I did highlight some shit. It's the first sentence is, these lessons were written for those who know little or nothing about modern science. So I was like, sold, because that's me. Well, I might as well go pee too. I don't like reading, but my daughter does. She's a bookworm. If you don't like reading, Belle, download like Audible and listen to books. Knowledge is power. Philosophical question. You know how we look back on some of the things that people in the Dark Ages did and consider it so stupid, like burning witches? Is there anything that we now, that we, like, are you saying, like, is there anything that we do now that you think future people will feel the same way? Yeah, absolutely. I think eventually there will be a time where we'll be pretty close to, one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to reach a place of complete and utter physical and emotional and spiritual destruction, where we're just going to completely fuck our neighbors up so much and fuck ourselves up so much that we're just going to spontaneously combust from the inside out. Or there's going to be a time in the future, very far future, where we're going to be more evolved and more spiritually evolved, emotionally evolved, and less combative and less stupid of a race of human beings. And our future offspring, children, whatever the fuck you want to call them, are going to look back on this time, us bickering, us using social media to friggin' be so stupid and trivial and surfaced. And they're going to look back on us and be like, wow, that's what they used social media for, to argue with each other. Like, now we can crack codes, and it's going to be futuristic, but also in a spiritual way too. Like, I could picture that. Yeah, I think the way we are in general now, you're saying specifically, all right, specifically, I definitely think specifically when it comes to gays and the debate about gay marriage and everything like that, eventually it just won't even be a debate. People are going to be like, the same way that it's not a debate you don't even have to go back to the Dark Ages. If you go back to segregation, we now, my generation, we've only known a reality that segregation is not a thing. Racism is a thing. Segregation is not. It's never been a thing. I've never lived in a life where blacks and whites had to eat and drink and piss and shit in different places. Never. Right? So I look back 60 years ago, 70 years ago, and I think, holy shit, that was like the norm back then. You don't even have to go back to the Dark Ages. So for me, I think far off in the future, hundreds of years down the road, yeah, there are so many things in our society right now that our children's children are going to look back and be like, that was even a debate back then. People really debated that. People really discussed the idea of giving healthcare to, like, making people pay for healthcare, like, that's just an example, but you know what I'm saying? Our current knowledge, dentistry, yeah, absolutely. And also that too, scientifically, the way that science evolves and the way that new discoveries are constantly being made, and how many atomic theories are there? And every single person that had an atomic theory, or like a theory for what an atom would look like, was praised for being such a fucking genius, for discovering some new shit, only to later find out that their theory was a little bit off. And then as more time progressed, we got it more. Maybe down the road, who knows? Maybe down the road, if the pharmaceutical companies don't continue to fuck everybody in the ass and want to keep us sick, and maybe if we re-evaluate the powers that be, and who delegates those powers, maybe down the road cancer won't even be a thing. People will be like, whoa, cancer, like kind of like the bubonic plague isn't a thing now because we have medicine that just completely obliterates it, and whatever the fuck. The common cold used to kill people, now it doesn't. Now a cold is a cold. So maybe down the road cancer won't even exist. It'll be like, holy shit, people used to die of that. Like, all I do is inject a fucking needle into my ass and it's gone. I get cancer once every 3 months, but I inject it and it goes away. Like, the Akasans. Yeah, that's the thing. It's tough. It's tough to really sit down and okay, ready? I saw this YouTuber, I forget his name. I don't even know if I subscribed to him, but he was a full-time Harvard student. And he found a way to read one book a week for an entire year while being a full-time student. And he like broke it down how he found the time to do it. I saw a video that said around the 2030s, there's going to be a surge of serial killers like the 70s. Really? That's fucking scary. I'll still be alive, God willing. I think it's a pattern in humanity. Women, African American, LGBT, what's next? That's what I'm saying. We have to always be... because it is survival of the fittest, And this book, I believe, The Biology of Belief, goes into Darwinian theory, or maybe a Newtonian way of thinking. One of either Newton or Darwin. That's another book that I've heard it's really, really dry, but I want to read the FBI. I want to read Darwin theory. I was just about to say theory of relativity. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks very much. That was a really good question, actually. I mean, I would love to see a time in the future where cancer doesn't exist, or all of these diseases that are killing people, autoimmune diseases, on a physical level. I would love to see a time in the future, or I would find comfort in knowing that that would be our future, or the future for my children. My children will, or not my children, my children's 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 children will never have to worry about getting cancer. Newtonian physics, college flashbacks. Yeah, I feel you. Not that I ever took a physics class, but hold on. I have no, yeah, this book actually goes into Darwinian theory, the survival of the fittest, and basically how our genes, the fittest genes and the fittest, genes, I guess, are the ones that win. This book kind of goes into the antithesis of that, if that makes sense. Oh, that's it. I really, really want to read On the Origin of Species by Charles Darwin. I hear it is so incredibly boring, but I want to read it just to say that I read it. It's on my list of books to read, amongst many other philosophical, scientific books. I always plan to read one in a month, still fail. I hear you. I'm like an overachiever when it comes to that, to the point where I can't achieve what I set out to achieve, because I like want to read 7 books at a fucking time, and I can't even focus on one. And then I am like, okay, well, I have this book that I'm on page 7, and I haven't picked it up in 3 years. So then it's like I have to start it all over again, because it's like I don't forget what I read. That's what I have been doing. Ready? This is my list. If you guys want to see, I'll send you 2 things. I have an Amazon list of books that homie, don't play around. Like, I love reading, especially about this stuff, like stuff that's like interesting like this, real life stuff. I'm obsessed with reading about spirituality and like philosophy. Is this my... There's some other things on here too that I guess I want to get, but hold on. Move to shopping list. Shopping list. And there's like a totally... I have like books written by atheists, to spiritual books, philosophy books. Unable to move. Why not? Oh, it's been added to that list. All right. We don't have to get crazy. Following has already been added. Okay. Wow, there it is. The Origin of Species. The book. It's on my shopping list. All right, so ready? I'm going to send this to you guys. Shopping list. These are all the books so far that I have on my... Why are these not? Yeah. That I want to read. And not all the books that I want to read are even on there. Where am I? Todd Presley. Just came across your channel by watching your reaction to Jim Jeffries. Too damn funny. Love that dude. He's friggin' awesome. It's been 5 years since I read a whole book. Really? I've always been a bookworm from the time I was a kid. I've always had my nose in books. I recently did a challenge on Facebook. Think I'll ask you. Please give 5 titles of books you love. Oh, I definitely can. These are books that I want to read. This is like a wish list that I have. Have you tried reading 1 page a day? You know what? I should start like that, where it's like I'm reading 1 page a day and that's it. Because in my head, it's like 1 chapter a day. But some books, like some chapters in books are like 70 million pages long. I know Bert Kreischer. I haven't seen his comedy. I've seen him on the Joe Rogan podcast plenty of times, and I've seen like some of his like roundtable talks that he's done with that Asian guy who's really fucking funny. I forget his name though. I've seen him. I want to say Chris D'Elia, the Asian guy. All kind of like do a show together, but it wasn't like stand up. They did like a kind of talk show type of thing. And then I also have bitch, I will cut you if you do not let me sign in. I don't want to sign in through Facebook. That's the whole point. I got to reset my password. And then I can show you all of the books that I want to read. Audiobooks is also... That's what I'm saying, yeah. Jokoi, for sure. I've definitely seen him. No, I'm not a beggar. I'm not telling anybody to buy me those books. Those are all the books that I plan on buying for myself. Eventually. A lot of books that... Idiot America, How Stupidity Became a Virtue in the Land of the Free. I forgot that I even put that on there. Books on politics, books on everything. Jokoi I've definitely reacted to. Did I say that? If I did, I apologize. What is my password? I'm gonna figure it out. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna reset my password. My wife says hi. She says Google churches. I'm sure you know that. Hello, Mrs. Clark. Nice to meet you. Goodbye to you, Facebook. Okay. No, yeah, for sure. I Googled like spiritualist churches, and I actually had no idea that there is like a whole organization dedicated to spiritualist churches, and they give a list of like where ones are in your area. It's just a matter of me going. I don't feel comfortable going on my own, especially if it's going to be like, I don't want it to be like a bunch of cult people who like seem like they're in a cult. I'm not comfortable with like people being like, hey, drink this and we're gonna sit in a circle and try and summon the fucking moon goddess of the planet, and you're gonna feel some tingles and maybe some slight penetration up your asshole, but that's just part of the ritual. Like, I'm not down with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get ass fucked. So I'm being very cautious in where I go. And to me, as far as like vibes go, the Unitarian Universalist church that I found, there's one in Huntington, and I think there's one somewhere else on the island. Not too close to where I am, to be quite honest, but there are some where I'm at, and yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about checking them out. Bitch, I will cut you again. I'm just gonna cut my computer. Alright, let's try this. Okay. There we go. See, like, I started reading Plato's Republic. I got like halfway through and haven't picked it up in a while. Hello, Big Kahuna. This is my Goodreads account. And there are still books on that list that I haven't even, that are missing, is what I'm trying to say. And if you see, at one point I was reading like 3 or 4 books at a time. And yeah, some I just couldn't even the Republic, Plato's Republic. It was interesting at some points, but it's very like, I don't know, very fucking redundant. And it's like very like obvious. The shit that they say is very, it's like, duh. Okay, I get it. I think my friend Julie does poos outside in a hole now. I'm not sure, but I have my reasons. I just wanted to out her on your show. Thanks for reading it. And you knew I was going to read it too. I love you more, Yoko. Hoping to see you soon here in the Philippines. Yes, for sure. Actually, I think, what time is it? It's 11. I think it's time for me to go lay down. For sure. Oh yeah, I gotta read that. I gotta get that book. I got new books coming tomorrow that I'm excited about. A Philosopher's Guide to Life. Yeah, I have a lot of books on here. Holy shit. And not even, this doesn't even scratch the surface. Sometimes I look at these lists of books that I want to read, and I think to myself, how the fuck am I going to read all of these in one lifetime? I'll figure out a way. I shall. Skype you, Sam, tonight. Right now it's getting pretty late, and I'm gonna go lay down and kind of defunk. Say hello for a few minutes, you silly sausage. That's a fat joke. I don't know how, but it is. Jeff, peace in the Middle East. Always a wonderful friggin' chat when you're hanging out. I appreciate it. Coach Rashad has a new segment where he interviews local or international artists. He's done JR and, oh my God, that's friggin' awesome. Would I be interested? Oh, hell yeah. That would be amazing. This has been fun and thought-provoking. Yes, I'm going to have crazy dreams tonight, and I appreciate it. There's so much more I want to say, but it's time for me to go. Yeah, King, come back. I think what I'm going to do is try and figure out maybe like a day where I just do this. You know what I'm saying? And we just have these kinds of discussions. Everybody, let me know when you're available. I hope you do this again Oh, yeah, I definitely will. For sure. That's funny. I didn't even read that. I wish you and yours peace and prosperity. Same to you, King. Peace and prosperity, positive vibes, love, always. Until next time, Dingo, have a wonderful night, day, wherever you're at in the world. Jeff, thank you for being dope. Where can he contact you? Facebook or email? Tell him to email me, Tori@ToriFranco.com. If he's interested. If he's not interested, it's all good. Yeah. That's it. I love you guys very much. And it's been real. It's been a real pleasure. Literally. Let me get rid of that. Where am I? How do I end this thing? Here I am. All right. I love you guys. Peace out, everybody. Mwah!